It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 21st of August. I'm James Spann. We will maintain the chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms across Alabama through the weekend, but next week will be a different story, and heat levels continue to slowly fall. We'll take that. We'll check the upper air look across the country this morning, and the core of the heat is shifting off to the west. Big heat ridge over the western states. And a trough is developing downstream over the eastern states. And as the trough continues to develop, that will bring heat levels down and bring us a really refreshing air mass in here next week. Check the radar composite early this morning. Things are quiet across Alabama. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s. Highs upper 80s and low 90s in most spots today. Not as hot as recent days. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation early this morning. Most of the heat issues are way out west. Heat advisories in effect from Phoenix all the way to Portland and Seattle underneath that ridge. We have a low-end marginal risk of severe storms today for parts of the high plains. Tomorrow, again, a marginal risk from the Great Plains up into parts of the western Great Lakes. And then on day 3, which is Saturday, no organized severe storms are expected across the country. We'll check rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week. For South Alabama, rain amounts in the 1 to 2 inch range. North Alabama, rain amounts generally under 1/2 inch. So in the tropics, we have a trio of features to watch. We have Erin this morning, the hurricane that is passing between the outer banks of North Carolina and Bermuda. Right on track. We have a tropical wave in the central Atlantic and a tropical wave in the eastern Atlantic. And this is the 7-day outlook. First off, that wave in the far eastern Atlantic will not last long if by chance anything develops. There's a medium chance that develops over the next day or two, but by Saturday it gets into a region where winds aloft are strong, the air is dry, and it should fizzle. The feature in the central Atlantic will be turning north. There's actually a 70% chance this thing develops, but again, that big trough that forms over the eastern states will turn that thing north, and it will not affect any landmass. And again, that's the European probabilistic outlook for the next 10 days. This is the chance of tropical depression formation. And again, you can see how the central Atlantic feature turns north. The eastern Atlantic feature basically dissipates. No issues for the Gulf, at least for the next 7 days. And Erin will quickly accelerate to the east-northeast in coming days, becoming post-tropical Saturday over the cooler water of the North Atlantic. And, of course, again, the thing is passing just right where the Hurricane Center has been forecasting this to be. Of course, on the East Coast, we have the huge waves. We have the dangerous rip currents, but no direct landfall, no direct impact. So model fans, here we go, GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Got a big heat ridge off to the west. Erin moving out. And for us, pretty typical summer day. We'll see random scattered showers and storms around. Probably not as many as yesterday. We had some pretty healthy storms yesterday. Today they should be more widely scattered. And again, highs in the upper 80s and low 90s. This is tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Here's the high-resolution HERD tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Hey, guess what starts tomorrow evening? High school football. We actually got some games tonight. So you can see the better chance of scattered showers and storms over the southern two-thirds of the state tomorrow evening. So, and again, they're random. We can't tell you right now exactly which stadium gets wet tomorrow evening, but there could be some showers and storms around, especially for the first half of the ball games and especially for the southern two-thirds of the state. Kickoff temperature should be in the mid-80s. And really no change for the weekend. This is Saturday and this is Sunday. Both days will have scattered showers and storms around, a mix of sun and clouds with highs in the upper 80s in most spots, which is below average for late August. And then looky here, Monday, a rare surge of dry continental air. We'll check the precipitable water values for Monday and notice the shades of blue and green on that map. That is that dry air dropping in here. And listen, we don't want to oversell this. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about, amazingly cool air coming in here next week. Nights will be cooler, and I do think we'll see some upper 50s by midweek. But you're not going to need jackets or sweaters. Highs will be in the low 80s, but it should be just really, really pleasant for late August in Alabama. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. We stay in dry air, and this is a week from today, Thursday, August the 28th. That trough is moving off the Atlantic coast, and once again, we're in dry air. I mean, there is a reasonable chance here that we could go all of next week without scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. That is amazing for late August. And again, by the middle of next week, we could easily see some spots in the 50s over North Alabama for a nice fall preview. Let's keep going. This is out 10 days. This is Saturday, August 30th. Again, got kind of a weak zonal flow. And again, we're still in dry air. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days coming off the European ensemble, the AI version. The mean between 1 and 2 inches. That's the green line on that chart. Some of the outliers are showing considerably more. But again, you want to look at the mean on those charts. And look at here. This is pretty remarkable. This is August in Alabama, and on the National Blend of Models, this is suggesting temperatures below 90 for the next 10 days. In fact, by Wednesday of next week, the high at 80, meaning parts of North Alabama could see highs in the 70s by the middle of next week. And again, we're seeing numbers here as low as 62 by Thursday morning, meaning many of the cooler pockets over the northern half of the state could see lows in the 50s. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for August 28th through September 3rd. It's an ocean of blue on that map for much of the contiguous United States, meaning temperatures below average. So yesterday, we had some storms that packed a punch. This is some of the storm damage up in the Shoals yesterday. Had some tree and power line damage there. And the rain was pretty heavy. In fact, we had some flooding issues in scattered pockets. This was the northern part of Fort Payne yesterday, where radar suggests they had over 2.5 inches of rain in a very short amount of time. And lightning is frightening. This is Brookwood. All right, wait for it. Wait for it. Whoa! It's time to go in. No doubt about that. But more amazing rainbows. Wow. I'm telling you, literally every day I get these images after the summer showers. They have been incredible. That was one that was taken over Roanoke in Randolph County yesterday. So let's check the schedule. Today going to be in Tuscaloosa doing a program for the Tuscaloosa County LEPC, Local Emergency Planning Committee. We'll be at the Alabama Fire College. Tomorrow going to be in Hayden for a program at Hayden Elementary School. The school programs really crank up in coming weeks, and I'm looking forward to that. And if you're new here, thank you for watching. Some of you, of course, watch live on the socials on my Facebook page or YouTube channel, but many of you are watching on the all-new Alabama Weather Network. We actually did our first tornado warning coverage yesterday about 4 o'clock. We had a very, very small part of Jackson County up in the northeastern corner of the state under a tornado warning. There was no tornado in Alabama. There was a little quick signature in southern Tennessee that prompted that, but that was right about the time the 4 o'clock local news started. So Bill Murray and Drew McCombs handled the tornado warning coverage on the network, and I opted to stay with the local television on 4 o'clock on ABC 3340, but that was the first time we've done that, so pretty fascinating stuff. But anyway, if you're new here, we do these videos, these longer briefing videos, every morning about 5:15, every afternoon about 2:45. And we do invite you to watch us on the television side this evening, ABC 3340 News. That will be at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. And don't forget, you can catch my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous day, and God bless.